Hey there, filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM show, and today took a little trip down to Lake Worth, Florida, back to Poutine Dog Cafe. And the reason I did that, because I do have some bad news for you guys, all my local peeps, especially my L-Dub peeps. Poutine Dog Cafe, as of like a week ago, they posted on their Facebook page that they were selling the Poutine Dog Cafe food truck that had been going around to like food truck festivals, food truck invasions and stuff like that and events. After a few days of comments building up saying, oh, thank God it's only the truck and it's not the cafe, they dropped the other shoe and they're closing down the cafe also. So Poutine Dog Cafe is soon to be, in a few weeks, a thing of the past, which kind of disturbing. One of our other buddies, the Diner Dogs, and his hot dog stand that we've countless times reviewed on the show. We've even had him on the show. We've had our buddy Tony. Diner Dog Cafe is also selling his cart and going out of business. He will be maintaining the name, the rights to the name. So hopefully in the future, maybe we'll see like maybe a rebirth of the cart. Maybe hopefully, my hopes are to actually see him with a brick and mortar cafe, some kind of diner. But back to the Poutine Dog Cafe. Every time I've gone in there, I saw this thing on the menu called the Hot Hamburger, and it's like a open-faced hamburger. I thought it was really just a burger patty that had been covered in the same gravy that they use for the poutine and with peas. But on the menu, it's actually described as an open-faced burger. So I think, and actually I'm not thinking anymore, I'm looking at it, there's a bun under all of this. So let me hold this up and give you a look at the Hot Hamburger from Poutine Dog Cafe, Lake Worth, Florida. Bam, there you go. It does come with a side of fries. You see it is covered diligently in peas. Lots of gravy. And yeah, you can't really see it, but down there underneath that burger patty, there is a bun. It's totally saturated up with gravy by now. I probably had this over a half hour. It's still warm. But yeah, every time I've gone in there and gotten poutine, I've eyeballed this on the menu. And I wanted to pick it up, but I'd already was picking up so much other stuff, different kinds of poutine and hot dogs and whatnot. And this never got slipped into the on the bill. So I definitely wanted to try it before they went out of business. I didn't want to miss the opportunity. I've had that happen several times in the past with other places. Anywho, I got a bunch on the hook here. A lot of the meat, a lot of the bun you can see now, and the peas and gravy. Down the hatch. Okay, so yeah, it's the same gravy that they're using, unlike the Dalton Poutine. It's got a similar flavor too, because the Dalton Poutine is the one that had the ground beef and gravy on top of it, as well as the cheese curds. Why am I describing it? I have one right here. This is the Dalton Poutine. I've showed it to you guys a couple times before, and that's it. It's got the cheese curds, the fries, the the ground beef, all the gravy. For the past few years, as far as comfort food, that was my go-to. So this hot hamburger has a similar flavor to it, but does have the addition of the peas, which kind of changes it up a little bit. They're very fresh and green tasting. These are frozen peas. I can tell just by looking at them. Because if you ever looked at frozen peas versus canned peas are like perfectly round or mush by the time you're done cooking them. Frozen peas, when you look at them, you can actually see where they were like compacted together in the package and frozen. I mean, seriously, when you look at them, they've got like a lot of flat edges. They look like like dragon dice. Dungeons and Dragons dice. The overall flavor on this reminds me a lot of in the frozen food departments when I was a kid growing up. You could buy packages of sliced meat, beef, turkey, chicken, stuff like that. It was like a little pouch with gravy and sliced meat in it. And you could just toast up some bread and heat one of these pouches in boiling water and then cut it open and just pour it over the toast. And it was an open-faced sandwich. I forget the company that made them. It was either Encore or Budget, Banquet, something like that back in the day. I used to eat the shit out of those things growing up, and that's what this reminds me of. Now, nothing here is mind-blowing, but it's definitely a solid meal. If this was available to you, you would be paying $9 for this. As it is, you'd have to be local, and you'd have to get down there probably within the next week or two. So if you're watching this video anytime after February of 2017, yeah, this place is already gone. Like I say, solid meal. I would definitely buy this again if I had the opportunity, but that seems fleeting at this point in time. I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5. So once again, there you have it. It's the Hot Hamburger from Poutine Dog Cafe. I'm Mr. Dirty. It's the GTM show. Don't forget, you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here and go have a rotten day.